Will Smith and Martin Lawrence are back on the big screen in the fourth instalment in the Bad Boys franchise. Bad Boys, Ride or Die. But is this film a return to form after a somewhat lackluster third instalment? Let's find out. So welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my review for Bad Boys Ride or Die. Coming at us, directed by Adil El Arbi and Bilal Fallah. It's rated R. Runs for 1 hour and 55 minutes. These two fellas directed that previous instalment, which, like I said, was somewhat lackluster for me anyway. But I'm happy to say that this is a return to form for the franchise. It is. The film itself follows, obviously, your primary two characters. Mike's getting married. Marcus is having a heart attack and having an epiphany and a newfound lease on life where he feels somewhat untouchable. Joe Pantoliano's dead captain, Captain Howard, is framed for stuff that has gone on in the past. He's been made to look like that he's been up to no good, and all these goings on that have been occurring are because of him. This is by the film's big bad, Eric Dane. Plays a character called McGrath. Now, Eric Dane you may remember from the TV series Last Ship, among other things. Ian Grufford props up proceedings as Lockwood. Jacob Scipio returns as Armando, Will Smith's son in the context of the film. Rhea Seehorn from Better Call Saul joins proceedings as well as a wealth of other characters. And like I said, the film is about the bad boys, Martin Lawrence and Will Smith's characters, trying to clear the name of their dead captain. Joe Pantoliano, although passed away in the last movie, was killed off. He is a big part of the story element of this film, which is nice, and it's a way of kind of bringing him back in certain cameos. Talking of cameos, there are a couple of other cameos that kind of take you out of the film in the first part of the movie. A quite well-known YouTuber, TikToker, and a previous director on the franchise. The film itself sees the main characters getting framed themselves and having to go on the run while enlisting the help of the character Armando to clear their names and clear the captain's name and uncover everything that is going on, the conspiracy that goes right the way to the top of the government in the city. Ian Grufford isn't in it for no reason whatsoever. I had fun with this film. Let me say that. It was vibrant, it was fast, it was well edited, it was well paced, it was funny. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence are back into these characters. I felt that in the last movie it wasn't as good as what it could be. It wasn't as good as the previous installments in the franchise. And this film, I'm happy to say, is a return to form. It's almost as though these directors now know what they're doing with this franchise and almost giving it that Michael Bay-esque feel to a degree. There's a lot of action, there's a lot of explosions, there's a lot of gunplay, and it is a damn fun movie. These two characters, Mike and Marcus, Will Smith, Martin Lawrence, they just bounce off of each other, and you have that enjoyment here in the film. It's an intriguing story, it's an interesting story with a good villain, a good setup, a good payoff, decent characters, a great soundtrack. I've got nothing bad to say about this film. I did go into it with extremely low expectation, and I came away loving it. I thought it was a great movie. I really did. There's a lot of returning faces from that previous film and from films prior. Little characters that have now been stepped up and have grown in themselves, been given something a bit different to do. Yeah, seriously, I've not got a bad word to say about this film. 1 hour and 55 minutes. It doesn't overstay its welcome. Like I said, it is fast paced. It just hits the ground running and all the way to that finish line. It's a whole lot of fun. It really is, genuinely. I highly recommend this film. I thought 3 was a dip in quality, I certainly did, and I think that this franchise is back on track, and I'd be open to seeing a 5th one if it was as good as this.